That's Tony Pressgrove. I am an industrial controls professional. I've been at it for about 30 years now. Started out as a technician on the floor and as a multi-craft maintenance technician, so electrical, controls, hydraulics, pneumatics, welding and fabricating, you name it, we did it. From there I moved into engineering, got pretty heavily in controls, doing controls upgrades on existing equipment, designing controls for new equipment. Moved on to do large capital projects, a couple plant startups. I was project manager on the sole project manager on a new injection molding facility. I was also one of a small team on a large composites manufacturer in the Midwest when it was built. Ended up going, became engineering manager of one of the facilities. The second facility I came on as a project engineer and eventually advanced to engineering manager there as well. From there I transferred to a global role where I was the engineering manager over controls and heating systems for large composite parts for international manufacturer. We had facilities in Mexico, China, Turkey, did a lot of work in all those places. More as a subject matter expert consultant kind of person than an actual doer in that case. Now I'm the director of engineering for a medium-sized plastics processing company that is a pretty controls-intensive environment. So I'm also the founder of RelayBridge. So RelayBridge is an idea I've had for a while. There's a gap in the market when it comes to educating new controls professionals. Most of the classes you see online, most of the stuff that's available that's accessible is jumping right into here's how to program a PLC. Some of them start out as this is a PLC, but really they jump right into the software, right into simulators. If you really want hands-on stuff, you have to go somewhere, or the classes are honestly really expensive. The trainers are expensive. What I wanted to do was create a more accessible, hands-on training class that you could do at your own pace, that was, relatively inexpensive and affordable to most people who really want to move into that space. So what you'll see coming is a bill of materials for a PLC trainer. Not sure where the price is going to fall yet, probably the $300-ish range. And that's everything. That is all the panel stands, the power supply, the terminal blocks, contactors, motor starters, a push-button selector switch panel, everything you need to build a trainer, honestly, minus the PLC. And you say, well, wait a minute, I thought this was PLC training. Well, it is, but that's secondary. Really, the first part you need is to understand how the hardwired stuff works, relay logic itself, all the components. I've been in situations where you're commissioning a new piece of equipment. The contractor's on site, they've got their programmer there, he's ready to go. We power things up, and there's something wrong in the panel, and the programmer doesn't know what to do because he doesn't know how to troubleshoot the problem in the panel. You don't want to be that guy. You want to be the guy that knows it from front to back. It'll make you a better programmer. It'll make you much more valuable, much more marketable. It's the right way to do it. The analogy I use is, you can be a professional cake decorator, but you're not that great unless you can actually bake a cake. That's kind of the best analogy I can come up with. So once we get, you'll buy the trainer bill of material parts on your own. Then the first module is actually building the thing. We go through, explain all the components, what they are, what they do, how they work, put the trainer together, start wiring it up, start creating different scenarios, motor start circuits, just different things with timers, and really get to understand the hardware. Then we move into the PLC. The PLC is basically, I won't say a single part purchase, but more or less a single part purchase where you buy the PLC. The one I've selected is a little under $200. It's a really powerful unit. It has tag-based addressing, user-defined instructions, built-in I/O. It's expandable, so if we want to get into later on expansion modules for analog, which you may not know what that means yet, but that's a higher level of programming, PLC programming. So it helps. This helps in a couple ways, I think. One is it creates an accessible, hands-on experience. It's not super expensive, and the cost is kind of spread out because you're buying the pieces a little at a time. It's self-paced, and I'm excited about it. If you would give a follow, I'll start posting content soon. I'm working on the trainer bill of materials right now, about to get that finalized. I'll get a layout posted, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching.